guys, gonna be working a little bit on the Corvette. Gonna be working on the electrical part. And on the Vets, they're a little bit different. They have the battery in the back of the vehicle, like behind the driver's seat. So a lot of times whenever you're adding electrical stuff, you can just tap into your battery and it's easy peasy. It's in your engine compartment, so hooking up to the battery is no big deal. So on this might be specifically more towards the C3 Corvettes, just because they are a little bit different. It might apply to any other vehicle that has a battery in the back. I don't know. I'm just showing you how I'm hooking it up on this one. We're going to be doing a power bank. Basically what we're doing is we're going to bring some heavy gauge wire from the battery up into the engine compartment. I'm also doing up here, I have a heavy gauge ground, so I'm going to get the ground from the battery. It's already grounded to the chassis, but I'm going to bring it from the battery compartment, and we're going to run it up through here underneath, and we're going to go to another part of the frame, and we're going to go to the engine. It's part of like the 3 power upgrade. It's part of the Power 3 or something like that. I forget what you call it, but anyways, we're just going to be doing that. So I'm going to show you how I did that. First, start off taking your battery out. Then what we're doing is, so we have our ground wire here. It's coming out, going to there. I'm going to drill another hole just past that. And then this is our positive wire that's above that. And I'll be doing another hole somewhere around in here. Okay, so I overpaid for these grommets at O'Reilly's. I think these were like 10 bucks. Stupid expensive, but I'm going through fiberglass. So normally if you're going through like regular sheet metal, you can use one of these regular grommets. But again, since I'm going through fiberglass, it's a bit thicker, so this wouldn't work. So off the battery, we have this that comes from the factory, comes off of that and over to this post, and then right there, this wire, and that goes all the way up to the engine bay. This goes directly to the starter. So we're going to be tapping into the battery with this short wire here. Obviously I got to open that up some more. And I'll show you how I make these in other videos, but pretty easy to do. So we have this, and this works like a circuit breaker. So if so I have this really short wire from here to here. Nothing should ever cause that to break or short out or whatever, so I should be good with that. But from this wire, we'll go basically follow this line right here, this hot wire, and go all the way up to the front. So if for whatever reason it shorts out somewhere, it will cause this to trip and not burn down my car. This is like the proper way to do it. It's 100 amps. I should have gone 150. I don't know, because we're going to be drawing a lot of power. But anyways, so yeah. So if anywhere along the line, either from that way, if anywhere from here back grounds out or has issues, if the fuse doesn't blow, if it's upline from that, or if it's behind that fuse, then that'll blow, and then from there back there'll be no power. So there shouldn't be any issues from here forward. So that's where we're at. I also bought these battery terminal extensions. These are stupid expensive, like 6 bucks or something like that, 5 bucks. And like I said, the grommets, these were expensive. There's like 10 bucks for all of these. So, but again, whenever it comes to electrical stuff, we got to do this stuff right. So give me just a second, and I'll go ahead and drill the holes so we can feed the line through and then put our grommets in. Alright, give me a second. Alright, so I made a whole bunch of these little heavy wire lugs. At least that's what I named them. I forget what you call them, but basically they're terminals for the thick wire. And while I was making them, I made like 6 of them. But basically, here's what I got. I already filled them with solder. So this way I can drill a hole to the size that I need, round off the edges, heat this up, stick the wire in there, and I'm done. So let's go ahead and so this is how I'll be attaching the heavy wire to the battery. So the wire I'm using is a 4-gauge wire. This seems like it's pretty good. Pretty good heavy gauge wire. I'll put a link in the description if I can find it. But the casing on this is really nice. It's a fairly, as thick as this is, it's a fairly soft wire. There's lots of little bitty strands. Yeah, there's lots of little bitty strands in there. Okay, so we got, that one's going to be our negative hole, and that one's going to be our positive hole. And so I do have this right here. Should be able to go right over to the positive on the battery. I do need to make that a bigger hole in that lug, but simple, easy to do. The only thing I'm worrying about is I hope I have enough room, because I know that sticks out a little bit, for that and that. Might be an issue, but if it is, we'll figure it out. Okay, so let's crawl underneath the car and we'll go ahead and start routing the these wires. Alright, so we're underneath the car, obviously. This is the ground. Just have this going up through here. Your original ground just goes to there. But we're gonna put a ground all the way up to the engine directly from the battery. Alright, so that's coming out of the battery housing. And I put this protective shield on it. So the wire that's right next to it is the actual positive cable that goes all the way up to your starter. I just have it zip tied on there, and it's just following all the way. Oops. Up that way, all the way up that way. So that's that. Here's the ground. It goes over here. I have it zip tied to that. It goes up to that. Under there, I still have to pull it all the way up forward. That at least gets us done with the back end of this and routing all this stuff, so I can go and lift the front up higher and get underneath that. Alrighty, so I did think about doing the power bank up underneath here. There is a little bit of room, not enough room. So here's the ground. I brought that up through there, zip tied it so it's nice and out of the way. I'll find a place on the block that I can ground that to. So I don't know for sure. I know I'm going to do the block, but I might do it on the block and the chassis. That's what I originally was going for. So we'll see how time permits on that. But yeah, just for now, snaked it up through there and zip tied it all along the way. So here's the power cord, power AC hotline, positive, whatever. I'm hot. So if you look in here, I think I might put the little power bank up in here somewhere. There's a couple spots that might have some room to play with, so I might do it there, or I might run the line up through here and attach it here. Not sure, but that kind of just gives you an idea. The other thing, the AC, that's what I was going to be working on. I had the hardest time. So before, this kind of sat in there like this, and it kind of came out this way and out of the way. But the way this is now, it's right up in the way and stupid and ugly. I don't know how many months I try. It's been at least 2 or 3 months straight. I've been trying to figure this out. All I needed was somebody to bend a 90-degree this way and some aluminum tubing, TIG weld it on there, and then come out to about right here, and then 90 it back this way, and then I'd attach it to another AC hose line. I could not find anybody to do it. I tried to bend it myself. I didn't like how it looked. I had some sand in here, crimped the ends, tried to do that. I just didn't like how it worked. So late one night, I'm up messing around on the internet trying to find some parts and everything, and lo and behold, I found this. This is by Nostalgic AC. These are 2 separate parts, and it's just, it rotates. So it can go all the way 180 degrees this way. This can go 180 degrees this way, so you can have it out to the side, want it down, however you want it. I cannot tell you how much of a lifesaver this is going to be. So now the only thing I need to do is get a hose made that can screw into this side with this end to fit down on that, and same thing with that. Get another hose made that will screw onto that, come through here and screw onto the condenser, and then the system should be done for AC. Just need to evacuate it and check for leaks. If there's no leaks, then go ahead and charge the system and I'll have some AC. So cool. So we got that, and I think that's where I'm going to leave off tonight. I still got to figure, like I said, I still got to figure out where I'm actually going to have this power bank at. We'll cross that bridge once we get there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. So yeah, and again, I'll put links in the description for the Amazon affiliate link, and it's just this split protective sheath, I guess is what you want to call it. But just a little extra protection. Better safe than sorry. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later. See ya.